And so it's the season. We got men, women, boys, and girls dying around us, and we need to invest in God's work. Can I get a witness? As a matter of fact, when you invest in God's work, God got the best retirement plan.
Yes, He does.
I mean, when you get through working for God, I mean, your benefits. I mean, He got some good benefits while you're working, but if you just hanging there and retire. I need to tell somebody something right here. I need to tell somebody, don't you bring that work stuff up in here.
All right.
Your age plus your service is 75 or more and you quit. Now, you, Big Mama then will say, I'm going to work till my day is done. I'm going to work till the setting of the sun. Ain't no such thing as a retirement age. Matter of fact, when God retires you, you just step out of time. You move to eternity, and then there comes some benefits. Oh, I wish I knew somebody knew something. See, some of us ain't even read our benefits on the job. You don't even know what's going to happen to you if you stay there long enough to retire. Listen, I ain't read everything. Even though I'm getting ready to do this thing in about 3 years, I really don't know. All I know is I'm going to get a check. I ain't got to get up. I got a check every morning. That's all. But I've been checking out God's benefits. And they sound pretty good to me. That's why I want to invest in God's work. No more heartache. No more suffering. No more long weeks. No more living almost like it's poverty. No more heartache. No more pain. Listen, when I get there, I got this little thing on the job called Flex Scrub Camp. And I could tell them at the end of the year, I tell them how much money I'm going to need for co-payments. How much money I'm going to need for doctor visits. How much money and I figured out. Sister Mary, I figured out that I only needed about $1,600.
That's all right.
But you know what? I've been in and out of the doctor's office this year more than last year. Whereas in September, I spent that $1,600. And now I've been prolonging. Because now I got to pay for my own. And sometimes I've been trying to, Sister Dixon, I've been trying to make them straight. I've been trying to, David, I've been trying to make them straight. I'm like, well, my sugar been doing pretty good. He talking about breaking me down to half a pill. Let me see if I can get away with not taking a pill. And I keep telling y'all, God take care of babies and food. Because sometimes I miss taking the pill, but I got up and my sugar was 95. In God's work. Now, I need to tell you something. When you invest in God's work, you can't just show up when you want it. Come on, when you invest in God's work, you can't let us make you mad and then you sit down on God.
All right.
Because when you invest in God's work, you got to learn how to work with the unworkable. All right. Just can't tell it all. I ain't got to put up with them. I can't even say what you call them. I can't. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Mama said, don't say it. Mama done heard it too. But 'tis the season to invest in God's work. Can I get a witness? And once God hires you, ain't y'all glad that God don't do performance measures?
Yeah.
And anybody know something about performance measures. The city calls success strategy performance ratings.
All right, all right.
Okay, thank you for that. Another word was evaluations, where they would determine if you got a raise, or possibly how much you got a raise. Because some of us wouldn't get raises if God, somebody ought to holler back at me, if God did performance, if God did some evaluation, somebody ought to holler back at me, if God did some evaluations of our work for Him, some of us,
All right. Yes, sir.
some of us been calling in sick and wasn't sick.
Hang up.
Some of us showed up to work, been there 8 hours and didn't do nothing but send emails. I'm having flashbacks. God is saying we got to invest in His Word. And 'tis the season. Now, look. You've been a member of the church for 100 years. And still talking about, I don't know where the Lord wants me to work. I can at least tell you this much. He wants you to do something. Cause nothing from nothing. So 'tis the season. He says for every moment, for everything there is a season.
There is.
And we are saying as our church anniversary, we're saying a church responding to the seasons of life.
Yes.
We got to be responding, and 'tis the season to invest in God's work.
Yeah.
I wish I had time to talk about God's work and not yours. I really wish, because sometimes we take ownership of God's work. It ain't your mission. It ain't your choir. It ain't your church. Them ain't your ushers. Them ain't your youth. This is God's business. And we need to learn how to invest in God's work. Ain't no sense in you just look. Pew members, I ain't mad at you, because I'm hoping and praying you're at least doing something when you ain't here. Because we invest in a lot of work up in here, when whatever you do up in here is just brownie points. The real work, the real work is when you leave from here, when you let your light shine. The real work is how well you let other folk. I'm sorry. I know this is Christmas and I ought to be light. But all I'm saying is that people on your job ought to know you're saved.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Somebody came in my office the other day and said, I'm having a problem. I'm having a problem. They done put up a Christmas tree in this building. They done decorated it. Then they don't want us to say Merry Christmas. They want us to say Happy Holiday. And I said, have you noticed some of my emails? Some of them say Happy Holidays. And some of them, it slips. Because 'tis the season to be about God's business that is slipping. I say our Christmas luncheon. Now, I don't know why they having a luncheon, but I'm celebrating Jesus. Lisa, they say they don't want us talking about Jesus. They didn't say singing.
All right.
So I walked through the hall. 'Tis the season to be about God.